We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And able to get this out to the 25. Right to the air goes Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 more there and another first down. The Broncos at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Nix. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Throwing Nix. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with his second-year man. This is Bashir Tootin. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Bronco defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Lawrence. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now it's Nix. And he is caught. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. They'll run here with a rookie from Washington. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Lewickin on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Looks good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars nothing.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence forced out to his left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The toss here to Tootin, running right. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. It's picked up by the Broncos. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, we're going to milk the clock here. We're just going to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he fires one incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
To throw, here's Nix. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Jeremy Crawshaw.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Running straight ahead with Tootin. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The 5 receivers set here. It's 3rd down and 5. Here's Lawrence. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at about the 14. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Nix to the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Nix. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Tootin. And not much of a hold there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that point from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come out in the pistol. Tootin. And he'll take this one in for a JAX touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Bashal Tootin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix. They'll go with Franklin here. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. You're not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Broncos first down.
Back to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Intercepted by the Jaguars.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Tootin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need 12 here. It's third down. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To kick off for the Broncos.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
But that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lawrence will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Harvey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Powers past it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get off a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jerry Jones picks it. And the Jags are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. He's got Tootin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Rodriguez. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Thomas goes in motion left. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception.
Jalen Waddle, 63 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. Now we'll give right side Coleman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Complete to Jalen Waddle. The 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Lawrence going to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. Now he's loose at the 40. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 34. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Coleman gets the pitch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them, because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Zone read to give to Harvey. Oh, good move. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Lawrence.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence drops it underneath for Tootin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 11 on the play.
A give, it's Rodriguez. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. So he stopped for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Lawrence. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Myers. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Tootin now on 1st and 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
On the keeper. Touchdown,
Trevor Lawrence
Jacksonville.
scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20.
Broncos 34. Jaguars 14. For the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Denver, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.